to our second part of Civics, Chapter 1 on Equality. Let's have a glance over the content. The story of Valmiki, the story of Ansaris, recognizing dignity, equality in Indian democracy, steps taken by government to reduce the discrimination or inequality, midday meal scheme, equality in other democracies. So these are the topics which we are going to study in this video. Students, in the previous video we have discussed Kanta's story. In this video we will discuss Om Prakash Valmiki and Ansari's story. So this is the Om Prakash Valmiki's story. Now who is he? Om Prakash Valmiki is a famous Dalit writer. Who is he? He is a writer. Okay. Dalit. What is the meaning of Dalit? Dalit is a term that the so-called lower castes use to address themselves. Means the lower caste people are called Dalits. Dalit means broken. By using this word, lower castes are pointed to how they were and continued to be seriously discriminated against. He is a writer. In his autobiography, this is a book which he wrote. The name of the book is Juthan. This is the front cover of the book, in which he shared his experience of growing up as a Dalit boy. Now, how he used to sit in his class, that all it was discussed here. He used to sit on the floor. Okay, he used to sit on the floor. He used to do sweeping. He used to do dusting. Everything he used to do in the school. Sometimes he used to sit near the door. Means the headmaster itself keeping the difference between the other caste people and him. So this should not be done. He used to do dusting. The other children in my class were studying and I was sweeping. Okay, the others are studying and he was doing sweeping. Once what happened, he was sweeping the ground and his father crossed. Okay, father was passing by, so he saw his son sweeping. And he confronted the teachers, and what he said, you are a teacher, so I am leaving now. But remember, this much master will study right here in this school, and not just him, but there will be more coming after him. So this was the stand took by his father, and he was holding his hand and he went away from there by saying these words. So this is the story of Valmiki. Okay, Om Prakash Valmiki. Now the second story is the story of Mr. and Mrs. Ansari. Now this incident was took in a big city. This happened in the big city where they were searching for the apartment to live in the city. They had money, okay, they have everything, but they belongs to lower caste. They were Dalits. They are lower caste people, so nobody was interested to give their apartment to them. So here he faced many difficulties, and finally after the couple of months he got a house. Kind man was ready to give them a house, apartment to live on rent. So this is the two stories, students, where we saw that the people were discriminated on the basis of their caste. Especially the main reason is caste. So this should not be done. So many programs were run by our government to reduce discrimination. But after that, all programs still, we were seeing that around us the discrimination still exists. Now the next heading is recognizing human dignity. Now students, here we will see what is human dignity. Dignity, when all members are respected as human beings and with dignity, means with respect. If we are treating someone and giving them a dignity, it is what human dignity. It refers to thinking of oneself and other persons as worthy of respect. Dignity is the right of a person to be valued and respected for their own sake and to be treated ethically. When persons are treated unequal, students, their dignity is violated. So one of the most common form of inequality in India is caste system, as we have discussed in the previous slide about the story of Om Prakash Valmiki and the Ansari, in which they were treated unequal, okay, on the basis of their caste and religion. Om Prakash Valmiki and the Ansari do not deserve to be treated like that. They deserve the same respect and dignity as anyone else. So this is what human dignity. Next heading is equality in Indian democracy. Indian democracy. The Indian constitution recognizes every person as equal. You know very well this means what? Treating equal means every individual in the country, including male, female, persons from all castes, religions, tribes, educational and economic backgrounds are recognized as equal. While students earlier no law existed to protect people from discrimination. Now there are several that work to see that people are treated with dignity and as equally. So many provisions took by the government under the Article 15. What are the recognition of equalities? First is every person is equal before the law. Okay, this means that every person has to obey the same laws. All are equal. No person can be discriminated against on the basis of their religion, race, caste, place of birth, or whether they are female or male. Nobody used to treat any person badly or unequal. Okay. Every person has access to all public places. Public places here, students, includes playgrounds, shops, wells, markets, roads, bathroom ghats, okay, hotels, okay, many are there. Public places, parks. Fourth, untouchability has been abolished. So these are the provisions took by the government, our Indian constitution, to remove the inequality or remove the discrimination. Next year, what are the steps took by the government to implement equality? The first step here is, student, first through the laws, that government changed his laws. The second is through government schemes. Many programs and the schemes were run by the government. So the important one here is midday meal scheme. This is one of the step taken by the government. Okay, major step. Students, as our government set up several schemes to improve the lives of the individual who has been treated unequally for several centuries. So the schemes are to ensure greater opportunities for the people who have not had this in the past. So the major one is here is midday meal scheme. What is there in the scheme? What is this scheme now? This refers to the program introduced in all the government elementary schools, means government schools, to provide children with cooked lunch. So here in this government school, the children were provided with the lunch. This took place first in which state? Tamil Nadu. In Tamil Nadu. In which year? 2001. The Supreme Court asked all the state government to begin this program in their schools. So after the Tamil Nadu school, Supreme Court ordered in the overall India that this scheme should be followed by all the schools. This should be run by the all schools. In which year? In 2001. Now what are the advantages? What are the benefits by this scheme? More people, poor people have began enrolling and regularly attending school. Okay, so poor people are used to come school daily and their attendance are full. Okay, regularly they were attending the school. This program has helped a lot by reducing caste prejudices. Okay, so this reduced the caste prejudices also, as all the students eat together, all are sitting together and eating, as a Dalit woman used to cook the food, okay, have also been employed to cook midday meals. Clear? So by this the discrimination, the sum, it was reduced. Coming to the last topic of our chapter, issues of equality in other democracies, means in other countries. They were also facing the discrimination. They were also being treated unequal. So once what happens, students, in United States of America, USA, African Americans were treated extremely unequally. Africans means black color and Americans were white color. So you can understand that what kind of discrimination, the racial discrimination they were facing. So they were denied equality before law, especially before the civil right movement. Now what is the civil right movement? It took place in USA in 1950s, in which what happened, African Americans people demanded equal right and an end to racial discrimination. Okay, so they were demanding to be treated equal and to stop the racial discrimination. So Rosa Parks, she was the main leader here in this moment. Okay, in this movement, she was the main leader. She was an African American woman. Okay. Later, the Civil Rights Act of 1964 prohibited discrimination on the basis of race, religion, or national origin. So in this civil rights movement, they were demanding to be treated equally and to stop being treated others people, especially the African American people, on the basis of their race, religion, caste, or national origin. In fact, no countries, students, we can say that they were completely democratic. Okay, in all the countries, inequality is the biggest challenge to democracy. In all the countries, we can see the inequality were faced by the citizens of a particular country. The struggle for the recognition of all persons as equal and for their dignity should be continued. Thus, democracy and inequality are worlds apart. So, inequality is a world phenomenon. So, the struggle for equality should be continued. We have to weed out all those hurdles that are causing problems in the path of democracy to reduce this inequality. This is the end of the chapter. Thank you, students.